What's going on, guys? Nick here, and today I am bringing you guys a review of a 2016 Subaru WRX, and this car belongs to my buddy Brandon. He was kind enough to let me drive it today and give you guys a review on it. As you guys know, my brother, a couple videos back, I posted that he has a 2015 WRX STI, and that car is going to be reviewed in the future very soon. And then I'm going to have a comparison video between the two cars, and it's going to have my personal opinions on what car does what better and which car would be better to put in your life situation. So today I'm bringing you guys the review of the 2016 WRX, and this one is pretty similar to 2015. If you guys have ever seen a review of a 15, in 2016 they had a couple changes. You get this awesome head unit that this one has, Starlink I believe it's called. So you get a pretty sick head unit in it from the factory, and you get the option for 18-inch wheels. And those 18-inch wheels are probably one of the best things you could get. This one doesn't have them, sadly, but you have the option to get an 18-inch wheel on it, and it has a 245 wide tire, which is totally awesome. And I think it looks fantastic on this. But this has the 17s with the 235s, but this thing still handles amazing. Sadly, there's a truck in front of me. I can't really push it too hard right now, but these cars, compared to past WRXs, these things handle amazing from the factory. Subaru did so many changes to the 2015 model year when they first came out. They had all these posts, you guys saw, it was like 20% stiffer, blah blah blah. Like, they had all the percentages on how the car is compared to the last model year, and it's honestly true. Like, these cars handle like no other WRX has ever done before, and it's pretty amazing. This car can keep up with my BRZ on back roads when we do cruises, and it's a lot of fun. This one, as you guys saw in the beginning of the intro that I had for this, there is a the only modification of this car as of the moment is a ETS cold air intake, and it sounds amazing. I don't know if you guys heard it or not. Here, I'll spool it up a little bit, do third gear, and then you'll hear it blow off. Spool, and then it blows out. It's pretty sick, pretty good mod. Brandon has plans to do other mods to this car, but as of right now, I mean, it's brand new. He just bought it not too long ago. It's coming up on 5,000 miles already, though. He's enjoying it and loving it. So, in the future, there'll be more mods for this car, but as of right now, just a ETS cold air intake. So when they created the 2015 model year WRX, they changed the motor to the all-new FA20 motor, which is currently in the Subaru Forester and the Subaru BRZ, which I own, and it's a turboed version of the FA20, and it's a lot different than any other Subaru has been, because everyone knows Subarus have the boxer rumble, they have the unequal length headers. The FA20, on pretty much every car they make now, including the BRZ, has equal length headers on it, and the reason why the WRX has the equal length header is due to the fact that it has a twin scroll turbo, which, as you guys know, spools up much faster than the turbo that is on the WRX STI. Since this is a twin scroll, it spools up very early. Peak boost comes pretty close to around 2,000 RPM. Pretty sure it's around that area. But the boost is amazing that you get out of it. When you get literally in the mid-range, you have over 20 PSI until you get up to around 4,800, 5,000, and for daily driving purposes, it's amazing. Like, I'm in third gear right now, and if I just step into it, it's spooling, there's boost right there. Like, the car makes boost very early down low. The only problem is when you get up to the high end, it starts to die off, which is kind of similar to the EcoBoost Mustang, because that car also has a twin scroll turbo, and it performs very similar to the new WRX motor. So you get incredible boost down low, and when you get up to the top, it kind of dies off a little bit. But for daily driving purposes, when you have all that boost down low, it's great. You can just weave in and out of traffic. It's pretty awesome. Alright, second gear. Let's get it. Definitely gets up and goes pretty easily. Definitely gets up and goes. They're coming up on a corner here. Wow. cars are incredible on back roads. It's amazing. So new for the 2015 model year, excuse me, this is a 16, but for the new 2015 model year, the WRX now has a 6-speed manual standard, which a lot of people like because you get better gas mileage, because these cars aren't known for terrible gas mileage, but we'll get into that. You get the 6-speed manual now, which is a lot better, so you have a 6th gear, so you get better gas mileage with it. This new transmission, it's a little clicky. Like, if you guys have ever used like a Logitech G27 racing wheel, like I have mine, but I don't really use it that much anymore because I have a real car. It's kind of clicky, and this is how this shifter kind of feels. I mean, I'm sure if there's WRX owners watching, they can probably relate to it. It's not a bad feeling, it's just that it feels kind of like clicky. I don't know, it's hard to explain. But as I was talking about with the gas mileage in this car, since it's twin-scroll turbo direct injection, you get a lot better gas mileage than any other WRX has done before. They're rated 21 city, 28 highway, and that's way better than the past ones, considering they were only a little bit better than the STIs. I think they got about 17, 24 maybe. So this is a huge step up, and if you really baby one of these on a road trip, you can get well over 30 miles a gallon with it. So the whole myth of like people saying that WRXs can't get good gas mileage is pretty much gone because of this car, with all the new technology that it has, which is a lot of times people are wondering why they didn't do something different with the new STI, considering that motor is pretty dated as of right now. I mean, it's still a good motor, don't get me wrong, but it's pretty dated for what it is. I'm up on a corner. So the new FA motor in this car makes 268 horsepower at 258 pound-feet of torque, which feels very nice. It's not a lot much more power than the older WRXs, but man, since it spools up fast, it feels a lot peppier, I'll tell you that. The color that this car comes in is, it's new for this year. It's called, like, I believe it's called Blue Lapis Pearl. It's a really neat looking color. I mean, when you look at the car, sometimes it looks blue, but if you look at it in different light or different angles, it kind of looks purple. And when you mix that together, it's a really interesting color, and I do really like this color. I mean, I am still a fan of World Rally Blue. That's still, I'm like extremely biased towards that. Hate me for it, I don't care. But this color is probably one of the best colors that they've just come out with. I know that new Hyper Blue has come out, but it's not available on the WRX. So if you're looking for a WRX, this is probably one of the best colors you can get, personally. But that new Hyper Blue, though, I'm a fan. Second. Very nice. So when you get the new 15 WRXs, you get this pretty cool screen up here that my camera is obnoxiously blocking. But I'll go through some of the stuff that you get on it. You can get an electronic boost gauge, which tells you peak boost that you've hit, and it tells you the boost and the vacuum and all that really cool stuff. You also get a whole bunch of different gas mileage displays. You get what your tank's getting, what your trip's getting, what the life of the car has gotten, which is really cool. So it gives you all kinds of really cool information. They have this one really weird graph that has your wheels come up. I don't know if it tells you like where the torque's going or anything like that, but it's pretty cool, and it's kind of scary looking. Just kidding, it's not really that scary, but you guys get the point. Other screens you get more graphs for your gas mileage and things like that, but it's a pretty cool display, and it helps you out a lot with your being fuel efficient, but who cares? One thing that I forgot to mention about these cars that's kind of a downfall in my opinion is this car has a really obnoxious rev hang problem. When you're shifting this car and you push the clutch, you're off the gas, you push that clutch in, the revs just kind of sit there for a while, and you're just like, oh, come on. Like, you shift the next gear, and if you shift it too fast, the revs are going to still hang there, and they're going to want to drop to the next gear, and you get like this crazy bucking sensation out of it, and it's like really unpleasant. I know with a tune you can get rid of rev hang, which is something that Brandon should do, to get rid of the rev hang, because it's really obnoxious. But that's one thing I really noticed with this. I know when I shift my BRZ, as soon as I let off the gas, those revs start dropping. And I believe with my brother's STI, they do the same. They start dropping pretty early. I believe it's because of the twin scroll turbo. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not an expert, so that's one downfall, is you get that rev hang, and there's a big dog running in the road. I thought it was a deer at first. Whoa. Well, alright then. No dog on a leash, you know. That's cool. But yeah, that if I could change one thing about this car, it would be fixing the little rev hang problem, and then it would be pretty good. That boost down low though, I didn't even take it over 4,000 RPM there. That wasn't even over 4,000, and I was hitting like 18, 20 pounds boost. So one thing that's new about these new WRXs that I'm a big fan of is this steering wheel. It's nicely leather wrapped with red stitching, very similar to any other performance Subaru you will see. The 10 and 2 notches are really huge. Like, honestly, they're really big. 9 and 3 grip is awesome, and you get a flat bottom, which is really cool. It has lots of buttons on it, which kind of scares me because my steering wheel has no buttons on it. But they're pretty easy. You have your cruise control over here. You just hit this button and then hit down, and it tells you that your cruise control set at 46 miles an hour, and you can go up and down with it. You know, it's pretty cool, self-explanatory. In your gauge cluster, you get pretty nice red gauges. You have a display that has your what gear you're in your mileage, and then you have a little instant mile per gallon meter, which kind of helps you be a little more efficient and nice to the world. And that Subaru left me. We gotta catch him. Feel the boost start to drop off a little bit right there. And we caught him. Yeah, definitely on that high end you can feel the boost start to drop off, which is kind of a downer. But I mean, I'm pretty sure if you get it tuned, you can get a little bit more out of it on the high end. But that boost down low really gives you that kick in the pants, and it feels like extremely peppy. Like, this car feels fast. And for being a performance car, the suspension on it doesn't feel extremely jarring. It's nothing like my BRZ or my brother's STI. This car, it feels comfortable, but it still handles pretty well. This car does have pretty good handling. And I mean, if you hit a bump, it's not the end of the world. You don't really feel it too much. I mean, the suspension is a little stiff compared to like the Subaru Legacy that's in front of me. Well, of course, because that car's not really performance based, but it's not extremely jarring, and for daily driving purposes, it feels really nice. That dump truck was close. So yeah, honestly, for daily driving purposes, this car is pretty much anything you'd want. It has 4 doors, it has 5 seats, you get a manual, which is something that probably everybody wants. You get decent gas mileage with it, you got good power, all-wheel drive, boost down low, so you can always be in the rev range when you're doing daily driving. I mean, until 4,000 RPM, that's pretty much all the boost you need. So, I mean, for daily driving purposes, this is probably one of the best bang for your buck cars on the market today. I mean, you get pretty sticky tires with it from the factory, and they're 235s, so your grip is pretty good. And this Legacy's getting it. Look at him, he's getting it. Not really. But honestly, best bang for your buck for under 30 grand. This is one of the best bargains on the market today, and I would definitely recommend this car. And again, I want to thank Brandon for letting me. Oh, it's all dirty. I want to thank Brandon for letting me review this car. It was a blast, and I'm sure that he enjoyed it as well. Thanks again for watching, guys. Again, if you like the car reviews that I do, make sure you hit that like button and you let me know that you like it so that I can keep making more of them. Thanks for the support on my first review that I did. That was awesome. And hopefully I'll see you guys in another review video, and I'll have a shiny new STI for you guys. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.